good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever I may be watching this from. This is Cornelius Lubinda with another video. So we are continuing on the practice questions under vectors. These are the last practice. So these are the last videos in under vectors. Here we have question 6, which is talking about writing the scalar equation given these parametric equations. So let's start with question 6a. We have x, y is equal to 1, 1, then plus 2t minus 3t, like that. And then they want us to write the scalar equation given that parametric equation. So I'll use both methods. I'll use two methods for question A and B, so I'll be writing very fast just to be conversant with time. So let's start with method 1. We're going to write this in the form of a vector equation. So it would look like that, plus t 2, negative 3. We get this direction vector m is equal to 2, negative 3. I said how we find the normal vector. I said we just reciprocate. The negative 3 will go up, positive 2 will go down. And that's how we find our normal vector. But what we do, if we see a negative sign, we make it positive. That's all. So, for example, if this was our normal vector, we have 3, 2, and then our direction vector, and then they want us to find the normal vector. You would still flip it to become 2, 3. But since both numbers were positive, make one become negative. You just change the sign of one number of your choice. Doesn't matter any number, you will still get the same answer. So if I was to make this negative, it's okay. Whatever is okay. Alright? If I have to make this negative or this negative, it's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay, so here, since this one was negative, I just chose to make this positive. Okay. It's the simplest way to think of it. So we need to know the property that the normal vector n is equal to a, b. These are the coefficients of the standard form. A scalar equation in the standard form written like that, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, meaning that 3x plus 3x, we're following this here, 3x plus 2y plus c is equal to 0. Then we get this position vector, which is 1, 1. So 3 you multiply by 1 plus 2 you multiply by 1 plus c is equal to 0. 3 plus 2 plus c is equal to 0. 5 plus c is equal to 0. c is equal to negative 5. That's your final answer. C will be equal to negative 5. Therefore, the scalar equation would be 3x, right? So I'm going to write it down here so that we can compare properly. 3x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. That's your final answer like that. So that is using method 1. And if you check, method 1 is way faster than method 2. Method 2, let us start making t the subject of the formula. How do we do that? We get the top row, we'll say x is equal to 1 plus 2t. The bottom row, y is equal to 1 minus 3t. We make t subject of the formula. X minus 1 is equal to 2t. Y minus 1 is equal to minus 3t. In this particular case, what we're going to do is we divide both sides by the positive 2, positive 2. T would be equal to x minus 1 over 2, just like that, because 2 can go into itself 1, 2 can go into itself 1. And then here is a negative 3t. Okay? And then we need to divide by this negative 3t. So if you don't want to just get confused, I just recommend that make this negative 3t go to that side of the equation. 3t is actually equal to negative y plus 1. You divide by 3, you divide by 3, then you say t is equal to this here, t is also equal to, I'm just getting what is here, negative y plus 1 over 3. So t is equal to that, t is equal to that. So we have these two equations. Since they are both saying t is equal to that, t is equal to that, we are going to equate them. So x minus 1 over 2 is equal to negative y plus 1 over 3. We cross multiply, this will be 3 multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to 2 multiplied by negative y plus 1. We distribute the 3 in this bracket, it will be 3x minus 3 is equal to minus 2y plus 2. Sorry. Then you group it in this particular form, it will be 3x, alright, plus 2y minus 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. 3x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. And that's your final answer. If you see, this is actually also equal to that. So this is method 2, and then method 1 is where you use the normal vector, which is, my opinion, faster. Okay. So that's it for question 6a. Let's now go to question 6b quickly, in the interest of time. So question 6b would be x, y is equal to minus 2 positive 4 plus t, and then here plus a 5t. So plus a t, then plus a 5t. Then we write this in the form of a vector equation. Xy is equal to minus 2, 4 plus a t, 1, 5. That's how we write it in the form of a vector equation. And then we use both methods, method 1 and method 2. Method 1, here the direction vector m is actually equal to 1, 5. Normal vector would be equal to, you reciprocate. Then if both are positive, you make one negative. I'll choose the 5. Okay, let me choose the 1. It's like I'm always making the upper number negative. Let me choose the 1, negative 1. So this means if we follow that n is equal to a, b, we just get these components here. So 5x, like that, minus y plus c is equal to 0. And then we substitute another coordinate. Another coordinate will simply be this here, negative 2, 4, because it is a position vector. So 5, you multiply by negative 2 minus y, which is a positive 4, plus c is equal to 0, minus 10 minus 4 plus c is equal to 0, minus 14 plus c is equal to 0, c is equal to 14. That's it. So you're saying your 5x minus y plus 14 is equal to 0. So this is your final answer for question B using method 1. And then we can go to method 2, where I need to start making t the subject of the formula. We get the top row, it will be x is equal to minus 2 plus t. The bottom row, y is equal to 4 plus 5t. Make t subject of the formula, x plus 2 is equal to t. And then y minus 4 is equal to 5t. We divide by 5. 5 can go into itself 1, 5 can go into itself 1. T is equal to y minus 4 over 5. And then we also have t is equal to x plus 2, like that. So since t is equal to this, t is equal to that, we equate these things. We equate that and that. So it will be x plus 2 is equal to y minus 4 over 5. We divide by 1, like that. After doing that, we can actually now cross multiply. Y minus 4 is equal to 5. You multiply by x plus 2. Like that, y minus 4, we distribute the 5, it will be 5x x plus 10. So I'm going to take this up there. Y minus 4 is equal to 5x plus 10. Then, reaching this point in time, as you can see, it is in this particular form. So that's what we're going to do even here, 5x like that. The y you got the other side, minus y plus 10 plus 4 is equal to 0. 5x minus y plus 14 is equal to 0. 5x minus y plus 14 is equal to 0. That's your final answer for the scalar equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for the support. This has been Cornelius to be in there with another video, and bye bye.